sit back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same pack, ain't nobody new, so I never get confused. Hotel, get a bird's eye view. Hotel, got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on.
Jordan, taking over Chicago. I'm Jonathan Coachman. Your two running back Jordan Howard, fresh off 100 yards a week ago, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. I'll be back at halftime to look at some of these. It's Monday Night Football. And to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thank you. Well, you folks at home can see the evidence. Snow and supposedly a few inches yet to fall here at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with Eli Manning and the New York Giants. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They come in off another victory a weekend ago. That ran their win streak up to 7 now.
And I think that win last week established them as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with confidence and swagger, and you need that to go a long way.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
Two teams. Trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This one taken from the 7th. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10. They're on 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Side 7. Switch.
Now a two-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. On first, they go right back to Howard. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Quickly now a look at the Eagles' offensive starters.
A special player on the offensive line is right tackle Lane Johnson, a 2-time Pro Bowler, 1-time All-Pro. And pass rushers come from everywhere now in the NFL, and he holds them in check on his side and loves to finish off guys in the running game.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Hey, Lou. Here we go. You got that.
From just shy of midfield, Wentz eluding the pressure right. It's caught by Jackson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
On first down, they run with Howard. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Antoine Bethea, the leading tackler among NFL safeties last year, and on the tackle again there.
that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd and 9, Wentz escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He got 29 yards that time. A lot of eyes on Golden Tate this year to see if he can take over some of the production that OBJ had before he got shipped to Cleveland. You know, Beckham had 1,000-yard seasons 4 of his 5 years in New York. Golden Tate struggled at the end of last year in Philadelphia, but he had a really good run in Detroit, including 3,000-yard seasons in the middle of this decade. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Manning. And he finds Penny. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. Now Saquon Barkley. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense later. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. You know, on their side of the field, all they're thinking is, finish this drive off, because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game. Outside of the 10 at the 11. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken. And Rosas puts this one through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants. But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season, 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Howard. The number
Spence.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Wentz going to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. 82. Into the red zone. Wentz flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll come up now with the clock showing 3 seconds to go here in the first.
Man 5-7.
55.
Wentz again here on 2nd and the multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Would have put him in the lead, but hold that thought.
Yeah, the celebration had to stop, didn't it? Because now you're on a real uptick. You're in the lead. Instead, you're still behind. Have to find a way to regroup.
We're pretty quiet, G. We're pretty quiet.
46 down, man, 5-4.
55, 55.
Go, go.
Get this one. You think you're going to get this?
Here's Wentz to throw. And that's complete to Jeffrey. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them. No pickup.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And that is going to be incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Giants are going to get the football back. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Manning going to throw. That one caught by Ellison. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Manning going to hand it off to Barkley. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Manning. And Tate's got it. The pickup there, 5 yards. Well, it's kind of interesting when you think about Eli Manning and what he's done in his career against the Eagles, because it's one of the teams that he struggled the most with. Just 10-20 in 30 career games head-to-head, including 2 losses last year in 2018, with the Giants losing both in Week 6 and Week 12 to Philadelphia. A first down carry for Barkley, and he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And just like that, it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Manning finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
I feel like Eli Manning has just gone from downfield bomber to a guy who can complete everything.
He can hit him underneath now, can't he?
Yeah, we just saw that there with that pass completion. The maturity of a veteran taken with a defensive given.
On first down, Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Manning gets it to Meredith, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Manning now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Manning. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Manning will get this out to Barkley, complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because they're built.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Trying the right side with Howard. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. To throw, it's Wentz, and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Well, the final 3 weeks of the 2019 season still to play, and we start Week 15 on Thursday night. The final Thursday night game of the year, Jets and Ravens from M&T Bank Stadium, with coverage beginning at 8:20 Eastern on EA Sports. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Manning now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Go now. 60 outlaw.
To throw again on 2nd down. Manning. He's got his man. This is Tate. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Could we get a touchdown in this 1st half after all? It's 1st and 10. Manning to throw once more. Open man right side is Ingram. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. To throw is Manning, and that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this 1st half. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing is Manning. And Ingram hauls it in. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Faking the give to Barkley. Now Manning. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Manning. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. But now it's 3rd down. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Again, they'll throw with Manning. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11th. So we are at halftime here. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the 2nd half. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. New York set to take the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
We'll see if they do just that. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Manning. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Timmy Jernigan able to record his 5th sack of the season. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different. One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Again, it's Howard. Howard has the first down and then some. 27 yards there, a first down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
No. Check 99. Switch.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on the
And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
53, check 53.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Now Sproles.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
To throw, it's Manning. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
A short throw to Ingram, and he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. Manning now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. This is Barkley. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Barkley had his biggest game yardage-wise against these Eagles last year pretty early on in the season. 130 on the ground, 99 more through the air on 9 catches. From the 36, Manning, and that is incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
That's great 57. Mike 55, Mike 55. Run. Switch up. Watch twitch.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Flush. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Marcus Golden, his 2nd sack of the night.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. This is Howard on 2nd down. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Tight ends on the ring. Hey, Sarah. Check. Let's fly two. SOS. Why?
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And Jeffrey's got it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go with Howard again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Wentz going to go on 4th down. And this is caught by Jackson. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. They'll roll him out right. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
On 2nd down now, it's Howard. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Steps away to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dexter Lawrence in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Manning, he completes it to Tate. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position, a touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally, when you have 0 on your side of the ledger on the scoreboard, you're a little bit discouraged. But when they look over and see their opponents, they don't see a number that's way out there. They don't see a number they can't attain. In fact, they can get it right here on this drive.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Eli Manning and company getting set here as they head back onto the field. A field goal does them no good. They need a touchdown.
And right now, in his mind, in his memory bank, he's drawing on times that he's done this before. Not necessarily in the NFL. College, high school, pee-wee ball, wherever. Anything positive that he remembers about taking a team downfield with a chance to win, he's going to draw on that for this drive.
I'm sure that these guys live for these moments. Here we go. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a throwing now is Manning. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That's on Kevin Zeitler, acquired in the Odell Beckham trade. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Shotgun now for Manning. And this is incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. And it's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Manning. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. He'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Cody Latimer, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson Aho. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here, Ben?
Yeah, a little bit because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly. Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Howard. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running with Howard. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. They run with Howard. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over 1 minute to go in the game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll give to Howard. And he'll go down at the 28. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On the handoff, this is Howard. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Eagles, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home.